An Oklahoma bill leading to outcry on social media. Maybe you saw it.
Yeah, the bill could drastically change the resources available for public school students with disabilities. News 4 Spencer Humphrey has why parents and educators are concerned. Spencer.
Yeah, Dylan and Jolene, this all has to do with support services for students with disabilities meant to help tailor fit their education to their needs. Well, that bill in its current form would potentially drastically cut back the resources schools could offer them.
For our child.
Reese Gay isn't usually one to try to cause a stir.
This is not the first time I've been vocal, but I don't do it often, and I'm not professional at this by any means.
But he couldn't hold his tongue. Not this time.
I just felt my blood pressure rise, but also my sadness.
Not after he read a bill introduced by State Senator Dusty Deevers.
I just felt a mix of anger, sadness, disbelief.
The bill takes aim at programs in public schools meant to help kids with disabilities. More specifically, it targets what are called individualized education programs, or IEPs. Those are plans schools create for kids with all sorts of different disabilities to fine-tune their learning experience.
Those services are intended to assist students in accessing the educational opportunities that all students have, and to meet their individualized needs based on their disability.
Bixby Public Schools Associate Superintendent Lydia Wilson explains IEPs like this. Say a student has dyslexia. They could get an IEP to provide them with accommodations, like someone to read their tests out loud to them, or get a special text-to-speech reading device, or even regular visits with the school's speech pathologist. Maybe a kid has ADHD. They could have an IEP that maybe allows them to stand at their desk during lessons, maybe wear headphones to keep down outside noise, even give them regular visits with a counselor to keep on top of things. Or maybe you're Reese's son who has Down syndrome. His IEP gives him access to speech, occupational, and physical therapy.
These services that they receive in school are the difference between struggling in silence and frankly having a chance to succeed.
But Deevers' bill, if passed, could take those things away from his son. As originally written, the bill would deem services like speech therapy, occupational therapy, physical therapy, counseling services, psychological services, and more as medically necessary but not educationally necessary, meaning schools couldn't provide them to kids on IEPs. In fact, the bill specifically says these services are not the responsibility of the Oklahoma K-12 public schools and shall be the responsibility of the parents or guardians to provide for their children off campus and after school hours.
I was just shocked, frankly, that anyone would view these supports as optional or unnecessary. Because personally speaking for us, these are not extras.
That's when Reese posted his feelings to Facebook on Sunday, gaining almost 10,000 shares in 24 hours. Deevers made his own post saying he's working to change some of the language in the bill and clarifying no student's educationally necessary services would be cut, including speech and language therapy as it's required by federal law anyway. But he also goes on to question whether too many students are on IEPs, speculating without citing any facts or sources that many children have been overdiagnosed with disabilities. He called for an audit to get to the bottom of it. Something former Oklahoma Secretary of Education Kathy Curry isn't sure anyone in education was asking of legislators.
Maybe a broader conversation about what are we really trying to solve? What problem are we really trying to solve? And is this the best way to solve that problem?
She thinks about not only those students who depend on IEP services, but for the teachers, already stretched thin, who could find themselves stretched even thinner.
If removing support services makes their job more difficult, we're really causing a disservice to our teachers, because they need all of the support that they can get. My preference would be to ask questions that would actually support the needs of students so that teachers can do what they've been called to do in the classrooms so that students are motivated to reach their potential.
And we have made several attempts to reach out to Senator Deevers to talk to him about the bill and get clarity on anything he'd like to clarify, but we did not hear back.